Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Boni Tunya, and it gives me great pleasure to be your program coordinator this afternoon as we bring to a closing proceedings of what has been a successful 3 days in trying to map the future of an Africa that we imagine, an Africa that is truly smart. And so before we start, I'd like to suggest a few questions that we may consider even as we pack our bags and head back home. We're trying to forge a community that is smart Africa, leaders that are smart, leading cities that are smart, and a people who are marching forward into the future that we want to imagine. It's been said that the fourth industrial revolution is with us. The question is, are we ready? Are the people and the influences that we represent ready for this change? I also like us to consider the question of what are the needs that will midwife this revolution? And do we have the investment necessary to take us there? And so at this point, it is my privilege and honor to invite a gentleman who has a big responsibility of ensuring that African policymakers come together and stick to the commitments that they've made. Allow me to bring on stage Dr. Hamadoun Toure, the Executive Director, Smart Africa.
Excellencies, Mr. President of the Republic of Rwanda, President Paul Kagame, Your Excellency President Mamadou Youssoufou, President of Republic of Niger, Excellency President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta, President of the Republic of Mali, Your Excellency Vice President, Prime Minister of Sao Tome and Principe, Excellency Mr. Trovadara, Your Excellency Inonge Mvima, ladies and gentlemen, First Ladies of Republic of Rwanda, First Lady of Republic of Mali, First Lady of Republic of Sao Tome and Principe, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. We have come close to the end of a very successful 3 days summit here in Kigali, the capital of the Republic of Rwanda. My job will be to first thank you and give you some key figures of this event. Some of the key outcomes of this summit, I would like all of us to take with us. The Smart City Blueprint was unveiled during this summit. The Rwanda Smart City Master Plan, Girls Initiative, Africa Smart Women and Girls Declaration that we had this morning, very successful. African Regulators Council was created. We have awarded Miss Geek Africa, and I would like us to give her a round of applause in this room here. More than $40,000 were invested in 5 startups. Over $55 million contracts were signed among partners. In fact, one of the things that happened last night is very amazing. Last night, just 24 hours after the unveiling of the Smart Rwanda Smart City Master Plan, there is a $50 million contract that has been signed to start implementing it. We had over 29 sessions, 10 sponsored side sessions, In addition to our regular sessions, there were 3 new sessions: the Business Leaders Symposium, the Smart Africa Women's Summit, and Miss Geek Africa competition. We had over 4,000 delegates. We have beaten all records of participation this year. Private sector participated. Over 300 private sector companies participated, 80 countries, high-level participation from Korea, Russia, Japan, and Estonia. 8 MOUs were signed, 4 of them with Smart Africa, Microsoft, Anteverti, Cyberlibris, Global Voice Group, and MOUs were signed with the government of Rwanda, the Rwanda Information Society Agency, RISA, with Hancom Group, with the Ministry of Youth and ICT, with the government of, will later on actually sign this just now in front of you, an MOU between the government of Niger and the government of Rwanda, the Sheikh Arakat Group, and Inmarsat. We are also proud to declare that new members have signed up for Smart Africa: Tunisia, South Africa, Cameroon, Sao Tome and Principe have declared their membership. I'm pleased to inform you that the Minister of Nigeria, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has also informed the board yesterday that Nigeria is very close to joining soon. We will warmly welcome them soon. Same for Zambia. We'll be looking forward to our discussions and very soon. I would like to thank the people involved on this summit, the sponsors, the organizing committee, the moderators, speakers, exhibitors, and the media, and everyone who has shown interest to this. Most importantly, I would like to thank the mayors of various cities of from Africa who came. You made this success, the success of this conference, and this conference was for you, because we wanted to make sure that all our African cities are connected. And we hope to be working with you in the years to come to ensure that all of us will have to benefit, just like we are enjoying the connected city of Kigali, that each and every African city, each and every African village will also enjoy the connectivity and the smart villages that we have. I would like to thank the youth who participated, especially the female who really made us very proud, and the competitors in all of the competitions we did, from the Youth Connect to Miss Geek Africa. I would like you to really know that the leaders who came here and others who could not make it really believe in the youth. They believe in the future of this continent, and they are committed to make sure that we make everything possible so that you exercise your right to ICT, which means I for innovate, C for connect, and T for transform. We hope that you are going to innovate, connect, and transform this continent. I would like to thank our heads of states and first ladies and vice president, prime ministers who have graced this event for their continuous support. Last but not least, I would like to have a particular thanks to His Excellency President Paul Kagame. On a personal note, for his strong support, his leadership and guidance that he's brought to Smart Africa. President Kagame is keeping us on our toes. If a week passes by without him seeing an activity, he will call and say, Hamadun, I haven't seen any activities this week. What's going on? So I know that I have to continue to deliver. He's keeping us on our toes, and that's something I like. And he's given us the support, all the support we needed. There's no chance, no reason whatsoever for failure. It's not even a word that we should think of. We can, even the sky is no longer the limit with what we have as a leadership in Smart Africa. So let's please give him a round of applause again, Mr. President. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hamadoun Toure. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, like we've had and we've been testament to throughout the conversations, agreements have been made and new partnerships have been formed, and indeed commitments have been made. And I'd like us to witness one such agreement. I'm talking about a memorandum of understanding between the Republic of Rwanda and Niger on cooperation in the field of information, communication, and technology. So we're not just talking here, there is action. Thank you. And to that note, I would like to kindly invite the Honorable Minister for Youth and ICT for the Republic of Rwanda, Jean-Philbert Nsengimana, to step down and proceed to the signing ceremony, which will all be witness to this afternoon. So we've talked about how do we bring Africa together, and what we are witnessing here today is a commitment of a lot of policymakers and decision makers who've sat together and said it's not just about talking. Like you do know, the theme for this conference has been fast forward. These are true steps of what could be if indeed all of us get together. And so this memorandum of understanding will see a wide range of collaborations between these two countries that we hope that will pave way for a lot more as they come. So I'd like you to train your eyes on the screen right now for that signing, and a round of applause will be good at this particular point. So they've signed the first set. This is the second one. And it's beautiful that we are all witnessing Africa transforming, right? We've just gotten a new meaning for ICT. And I think this is testament that we're not waiting anymore. We're not waiting for solutions to come from elsewhere. Solutions are indeed coming. A round of applause as we sign the MOU between the Republic of Rwanda and Niger on ICT and communication. Thank you very much, Minister. I'll kindly invite you back on stage. One of the leading themes that I witnessed personally in this conference is that the women have not been left behind. And I was thrilled to witness the awarding of Ms. Geek earlier on today. And my hope is that even as we head out, the women will be at the driving seat of this transformation agenda across the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'd like to call on stage the Honorable Minister for Youth and ICT for Rwanda, Jean-Philbert Nsengimana, to give us his remarks.
Your Excellency, President Paul Kagame, President of the Republic of Rwanda, and First Lady, Your Excellency, President Mahamadou Issoufou, President of the Republic of Niger, Excellence, Monsieur le Président Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta, Président de la République du Mali et Première Dame, Excellence, Monsieur Patrice Trovaoda, Premier ministre de Sao Tomé et Madame la Première Dame, Your Excellency Inonge Mina, Vice President of the Republic of Zambia, Honorable Ministers, Mayors, Members of Parliament, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Au terme de ces 3 jours d'échanges fructueux et d'engagement décisif, Je ne voudrais pas y ajouter un autre discours. Je voudrais seulement remercier, et ce, au nom de son Excellence,
I would like to express
le président Paul
sincere
Kagame,
gratitude
président de la République du Rwanda,
to
tous les participants ici réunis
all
pour
the
la
participants
qualité de leur réflexion
gathered here on behalf
et pour avoir investi dans ce sommet beaucoup de leur temps et amené leur pierre à notre édifice commun qui est l'Afrique
significantly to this common
qui nous convient.
Africa
En
we want.
particulier, je tiens à exprimer ma
I
reconnaissance
wish to
au
express
nom de vous tous,
my sincere
aux
thanks,
chefs d'État
particularly
qui se sont joints
to
à
the
nous
heads of
pendant
states
ces
and
3
heads
jours
of government
jusqu'à présent.
who remained here with us throughout
Je
this
remercie
summit.
les hommes d'État, les hommes
the
politiques, les
heads
hommes
of
d'affaires, les
states,
professeurs d'université, les
politicians,
membres de la société civile, les hommes
business leaders,
et les femmes et surtout les jeunes
The academia,
qui, de par leur présence
women,
et
the
participation,
youth,
ont fait de
who through
Transform
their
Africa
participation and
2017
presence
un
have
autre sommet
made
historique.
Smart Africa Summit another historical summit.
Je voudrais remercier les sponsors et tous ceux qui ont été appelés et
gratitude
répondus
to the
présents
sponsors
au long de ces derniers jours à
and
partager
to all
leurs
those
connaissances et expériences.
who are here to share their
Je remercie toutes
experiences,
les équipes qui ont travaillé
as well as
d'arrache-pied,
all
de
the
jour comme
teams
de nuit,
that
pour s'assurer
worked
que tout se passe
day and
comme
night
prévu.
to ensure that everything went smoothly.
During the last 3 days, Mr. President, I read tweets, and I heard many times the words unity, dignity, equality, especially between men and women in technology, solidarity, opportunity, prosperity, and responsibility. I saw the vision in the eyes of heads of state and leaders, and I saw the confidence and determination in the eyes of young people. I also heard the words confidence, love, and respect. And it is on that note that Transform Africa 2017 is ending. A note of respect. The respect that we owe you, Your Excellencies, heads of state and first ladies, and other dignitaries, for having blessed us with your presence until the end. The respect that we owe to the men and women who are going to start walking the talk right after this summit. And as we shake hands to say goodbye and see you next year, I feel that Africa has made a big leap forward. I feel recharged. I feel refreshed. I feel ready, and I feel smarter. I hope you feel the same way. I feel ready to spring to action, to create those headlines, to close those deals initiated here, to implement the MOUs that were signed here and the one that is just being signed, and to create great headlines of concrete results that would have been achieved between this summit and the fourth edition of Transform Africa. Before we part ways, it is my great pleasure to announce the time for that edition. Transform Africa, 5th edition, 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, please save the date. Will happen on May 9th to 11, 2018. This is a farewell from Transform Africa, but not Kigali City. Before you head to airport, we'd like to invite those who like to connect with Rwanda's history to visit the different museums and historical sites in our city. And to everyone else, please make sure you improve your Kigali City knowledge. Check how many hills you have counted. There is around 1,000. Make sure you have counted at least 100. And to help you with that, A Kigali City Tour has been organized from your different hotels, and there will be a Kigali Night Fun Run that will kick off right here at the roundabout next door at 7 p.m., and I will be there. We can take a selfie. Thank you, murakoze cyane, asante sana, merci beaucoup, obrigado, siyabonga, akeva shukran mwebale, gadage aweniche, gaundagoe sedi kurong, tototela, baraka. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, even as we wrap up deliberations in this conference, I think it is important to get our charge as we head forward to implement the things that we've committed to as we look forward to the 5th edition of Transform Africa. I think it is very important to get our charge. So when you're stepping out there, you know what you're going out for. It is indeed our honor and privilege that this afternoon we'll receive our keynote address and charge to go forward by His Excellency Mahamadou Issoufou, the President of Niger. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to give a proper round of applause as he takes the stage.
Cher frère Paul Kagame, président de la République du Rwanda, cher frère Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta, président de la République du Mali,
President of the Republic of Mali,
cher frère Patrice
my dear brother
Tobouada,
Patrice Tobouada,
Premier ministre
Prime
de Sao
Minister
Tomé,
of Sao Tome,
Madame la vice-présidente
Madame
de
Vice
Zambie,
President of Zambia,
Mesdames les premières dames,
and the First Ladies.
Mesdames et Messieurs,
Ladies and
je voudrais
gentlemen,
d'abord vous remercier, cher
first of
frère
all, I would like to thank
Président Kagame,
you, my dear brother, President Kagame,
pour m'avoir donné l'honneur de
for
faire
having
ce message
honored
de
me
clôture
to make this keynote
Au nom
address at this closing
de mes
ceremony
homologues ici réunis.
on behalf of,
C'est l'occasion
my
pour moi
colleagues
de
here.
saluer votre leadership.
and this
Monsieur le
has,
Président,
I would like to
Et de
honor
vous
your
remercier
leadership and to thank you
pour votre hospitalité.
for your hospitality.
Et je pense qu'il est de notoriété publique
I think
que le Rwanda est un exemple.
it is well
Le
known
Rwanda
that Rwanda
est un exemple
is an example,
pour toute
that
l'Afrique.
Rwanda is an example
l'ensemble
for
du
the whole of Africa, for the whole continent.
Ces 3 jours de notre sommet,
These 3 days that we have
ont
had
été
this
riches
summit have been very
en
enriching.
échange
We have
dans le
exchanged
domaine
ideas and we have
des
talked about
technologies, de l'information
technologies,
et de la
ICTs,
communication,
information and
notamment
communication
sur le thème
technologies,
des
and we
villes
have
intelligentes.
especially spoken about smart cities.
La révolution numérique
We have also talked
qui est
about
en
the
cours
digital revolution,
est une véritable opportunité
which
pour
is
l'Afrique.
ongoing, and it's a real opportunity
permettra
for Africa. And this
de
opportunity
restructurer
will
notre économie,
enable us to restructure our
de
economies,
renforcer sa croissance,
to strengthen our
de
growth,
lutter contre la pauvreté,
and to fight against poverty,
contre les inégalités,
against
notamment
inequalities,
à l'égard des femmes.
especially
C'est
inequality
d'ailleurs le lieu
against
de
women.
mentionner
And I would like to here especially mention the session that we had on women and on young
dans
girls.
l'éthique,
We talked
science
about,
qui a abouti à la déclaration de
at this
Kigali.
session, we have the Kigali Declaration.
Nous sommes convaincus
And so we are absolutely convinced that this theme is going to reinforce opportunity regarding employment, creation of employment for women and young girls,
l'émancipation.
and
Je voudrais réitérer
improvement
ici
of their life conditions.
l'engagement
I would like here to reiterate
de ne ménager aucun effort
the commitment of our
l'égalité de
government
traitement
to not hold back when it comes back to the fight against inequality
pour tous les gens.
and opportunities for all of us.
Nous partons tous enrichis
And we are going
des
to
expériences
leave here
positives du Rwanda à la
rich
matière.
and from all the experiences that we have seen.
Permettra à l'Afrique
The digital revolution is going to allow Africa to exploit our geographical structure, which is going to help us to transform our geographical structure into dividends. So we have spoken about smart cities as a theme in this summit, and we have also witnessed the participations of mayors from different cities in Africa, and we have also seen the publication of the Smart Cities Blueprint. I would like to hear very much say how much since we got here we have been impressed by the Kigali city. This is a city which is a smart city example, which is well connected. I would like to congratulate all the young people who participated in the different activities, and especially the winners of the different competitions. This kind of convenings gives us the opportunity to meet, to measure our progress, to define our challenges, and finally to be able to come up with new objectives that are even more ambitious than what we have already had before. One thing is for sure, that our determination goes in line with our beliefs in the future of our children, and time has come for us to get practical, and we have seen the different decisions of the board of Smart Africa, which have enabled us to have an inventory of the different decisions that have been taken by this same board, and the meeting that was held in Addis Ababa, and new measures have been put in place during this board meeting. For instance, we have the strategy for having a One Africa network and for smart and sustainable cities. My sincere congratulations to the organizing committee of Transform Africa, as well as the Secretariat of Smart Africa. Please allow me once again, on my own behalf and on behalf of the whole conference, to thank once again the President Paul Kagame, Her Excellency the First Lady Janet Kagame, as well as the Rwandese people as a whole for their hospitality and their warm and brotherly welcome that we have enjoyed since we stepped into this country and in the beautiful city of Kigali. And on that note, I declare our summit closed. Long live Africa and long live cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency Mahamadou Issoufou, for those kind words and for charging us.